Hi students, good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about the circulation in animals through online classes. First, in the circulation in animals, what are the headings we are going to discuss means mainly it related to the blood and the heart and what are the devices used to detect the air, heart sound and blood pressure. And last we are going to discuss about the air blood groups. First, normally the blood consists the air two component blood. One is plasma, the another one is called as a formed elements. So we know that the blood is the main circulatory system. It is a red color fluid. So among the two components, the first one is the plasma. The plasma, the 55 percentage of the blood consists the plasma, and it contains the organic substances and as well as the minerals. What are the organic substances means glucose and urea. The second components, that is called as a formed elements. The formed elements are three types: rbc, wbc and platelets. rbc, it is a color due to the air, red color due to the pigment, the respiratory pigment called hemoglobin. Its shape is biconcave and disc shaped. The lifespan of the rbc is 120 days. The next one is called as a wbc. Instead of that, normally while the rbc was matured, there is no nucleus. The nucleus was absent. Why the nucleus was absent means because the space, the nucleus space was occupied by the air, the pigment called hemoglobin. Okay, the next one is called as a wbc. The wbc wbc do not have hemoglobin. It is a colorless. It is a colorless. Based on the presence of the corpuscles, it is classified into two types. One is a granulocytes, another one is called as a agranulocytes. The granulocytes are again classified into three types: neutrophils, eosinophils, and third one is called as a basophils. And agranulocytes is classified into two types. One is lymphocyte, another one is called as a monocytes. The pictures related to granulocytes and agranulocytes given in the page number 205. Okay, the first one is a neutrophils. It is a lobe-like structure, 2 to 7 lobed, and percentage is the 60 to 65 percentage of the total WBC leukocytes. And when it was increased means the level will be increased during infection as well as the inflammation. Next one is called as the eosinophils. The eosinophils percentage is 2 to 3 percentage. It when it was increased means due to their parasitic infection. Any parasites bite ours bite ours means automatically the eosinophils amount will be increased. The third one is called as a basophils. The basophils is 0.5 percentage to 1 percentage of the total WBC. It releases the chemicals during any inflammations. We have any inflammation means automatically the basophils level will be increased. Next one is a granulocytes. The a granulocytes is lymphocytes. Two types: lymphocytes and monocytes. First one is the lymphocytes. The lymphocytes percentage is 20 to 25 percentage, and it produce their antibodies when the bacteria and viral infection. Next one is a monocyte. What is the percentage of monocytes? 5 to 6 percentage. It is engulf the bacteria. Any bacteria present in our blood is digested by monocytes. This is about the WBC. The third type of the blood elements is the thrombocytes, that is called as blood platelets. it is a 2 to 3 percentage of the total blood, and it is involved in the function that is called as a clotting of the blood. Clotting of the blood. What next one is a functions of the blood. The there are the different type of their functions are involved by our blood. It transport the what are the substance means respiratory gases, hormones, digested food, and nitrogenous excretory products like ammonia and urea. These are all transported by the blood, and it also regulation of pH, regulation of the pH level in our body. The last function is that maintains the proper water balance. The blood only maintain the proper water balance in our body. These are the functions of the blood. The next one is called as a blood vessels. The blood vessels are two types. One is arteries and veins. The arteries are thick and elastic. It carries the oxygenated blood. It carries the oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery. Except the pulmonary artery. The next one is called as veins. The veins are thin and non-elastic. It carries the deoxygenated bloods. And capillaries. Capillaries are nothing but it is a network-like structure present in between the arteries and veins. Want to see the picture of the capillaries means page number 207. If you see the pictures means easily you can identify it. Now you see the arteries and veins in that. This one is a pulmonary artery and vein. Superior and inferior cava is the vein and aorta is the arteries, and pulmonary this one is called as a veins. These are the arteries and veins. And the size of the size of the capillaries is 8 micrometer at present between the arteries and veins. The next one is called as differences between the artery and veins. Already we know about that. What are the characteristics, features we saw in the arteries and veins? The same thing only. It is a artery is called as a distributing vessels. Vein is called as the collecting vessels, and second one it is a pink in color and vein is a red in color. And deep locations, superficial locations, like this. There are the 7 differences between the arteries and veins. Okay, the next topic, that is a differences between the arteries and veins. Open type, difference between the arteries and veins. The next one is called as a circulatory system. There are two type of the circulatory system. How many types? Two type. One is called as a open type, another one is called as a closed circulatory system. Open type, there is no blood vessels and blood spaces. Example, arthropods and mollusks and ascidians. And closed type, the blood vessels present here. Blood flows through arteries to veins through capillaries. So the closed circulatory system only present in the human beings. Next one is called as a structure of human heart. It is a very simple. If you understand means, it is a human heart is a made up of the muscles, made up of the muscles. Only organs which pump the blood to different parts of our body. Different parts of our body. It is covered by the membrane that is called as a pericardial membrane. In between the pericardial membrane, a fluid was present that is called as a pericardial fluid. And the heart having the two upper chambers that is called as a right atrium and left atrium, and it is a thin in nature, and two lower chamber that is called as a ventricles. One is called as a right ventricles, another one is called as a left ventricles. And if the two right atrium and left atrium is interconnected, or it is separated by the right atrial septum. So the right artery connected with superior and inferior vena cava, and left atrium connected by the pulmonary vein. Next one is called as ventricles. The right ventricle as well as the left ventricles are separated by the right interventricular septum. What is called interventricular septum. When compared to the auricle, the ventricle walls are very thick because it only pump the blood to different parts of the body. So only it is naturally the walls of the ventricles are very thick. The right ventricle connected with the pulmonary artery, and left ventricle connected with the aorta. Connected with the aorta. The next one is called as carrying of the blood. Normally, the left side of the heart having the pure blood, and right side of the heart having the impure blood. Once the from the different parts of our body, the uh, impure blood, that is a deoxygenated bloods, are carried over by the superior and inferior vena cava and pours to the right auricle. From the right auricle, it comes to the right ventricle. Right ventricle. From the right ventricle, the bloods are carried over by the pulmonary artery to the lungs for purifying. After the purifying, the pure blood is carried over by the pulmonary veins and poured to the left auricle. From the left auricles, it comes to the left ventricles. From the left ventricles, the bloods are carried over by the aorta and distributed to the different parts of our body. Okay. Now you can able to know about the what are the arteries and veins carries the what type of the blood is like. The superior and inferior vena cava carries the deoxygenated blood. The pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood. The aorta carries the oxygenated blood. The veins carries the oxygenated blood. Now the differentiation. Already we saw the difference between the arteries and veins. All the arteries carries the oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery. You see that pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricles. All the veins carrying the deoxygenated blood except the pulmonary vein. You see here the pulmonary vein carries the oxygenated blood to the and pour to the left atrium. The next one, this is the structure of the earth. Or the next one is next topic is the wall. There are the three type of the wall: bicuspid wall, tricuspid wall, semilunar walls are present. Bicuspid wall, the bicuspid walls means present between the left atrium to left ventricle is present, that is called as a bicuspid wall. Another name is called as a mitral wall. Next, tricuspid wall, it is present between the right auricle to right ventricle, that is called as a tricuspid walls are present. Next one is called as a semilunar wall. The semilunar walls are present between the aorta, present in the aorta and pulmonary artery. This is called as a semilunar walls. The what are the functions of the walls are? It prevent the backflow of the blood. You see that arrow mark from the right auricle to right ventricle to pulmonary artery, and left auricle to left ventricle to aorta. There is no arrow mark is backward to the left ventricle or right ventricles. So it allows the blood from the single direction. That is the functions of the blood. That is the functions of the wall. Sorry, that is the functions of the wall. Okay, these are the structure of the heart. And we know that our heart is a four chamber. Our heart is the four chamber, and the heart, the fishes having the two chamber. Only the two chamber is present. And amphibians means a frog having the three chambered heart. And reptiles, the snake, like that, lizard, these animals having the incomplete four chamber. The human beings and mammals and crocodiles These animals having the four-chambered, matured, four-chambered four-chambered heart. And what are the diseases causes due to the decreasing or increasing number of the air? WBC, RBC means, first example, anemia. It is caused due to the decrease in number of erythrocytes, and leukocytes, it is increase in number of WBC. Leukopenia, decrease in number of the leukocytes, and thrombocytopenia, decrease in number of the thrombocytes. These are the diseases. These are the diseases caused by the WBC. Okay, these are the topics we discuss. The remaining topics we discuss in the next schedule. Okay, thank you.